Today on JD Cars, we're going to be comparing the BMW Harman Kardon sound package to the new Bavsound Stage 1 F30 and F80 sound kit. So as you guys know, we recently installed the Bavsound Stage 1 sound kit in this car, which is compatible with 3 Series, 4 Series, M3, M4, and we upgraded from the Harman Kardon speaker system that was in this car originally. Currently sweating my ass off right now because it's 94 degrees out and I can't run the car for this test because the AC will interfere with our sound testing, but I am excited to find out whether there's a noticeable difference between the Harman Kardon and the Bavsound. I actually did go on Amazon and I purchased a real decibel meter, but I compared it to one on my iPhone, and the reaction time and frequency accuracy, it was much better on my iPhone. I just don't trust my iPhone microphone enough. This test is going to be pretty similar to Evan Goyuk's in that I'm using a Rode mic, except he used a Rode shotgun mic, which picks up direct head-on noise. And I like how he tested individual speakers around the car, but I'm more focused on the ambient sound that I'm going to hear sitting in this seat, my passenger is going to hear sitting in this seat, etc. So I actually have the Rode Video Micro, which is an ambient mic. It's picking up sound from all directions, and we'll simulate being a passenger and a driver, and we'll check it out that way. Additionally, I just sliced up a tiny piece of tape that we've got on the volume knob here, and we can turn the volume all the way down and measure rotations of the volume. Since BMW doesn't have a volume number on their infotainment screen, this is how we're going to measure it, and we'll see how many turns we can do before these stock Harman Kardon speakers become distorted, and then we'll do the same with the Bavsound. Going for the third take on this thing, I just went to Best Buy, got this adapter for the iPad, filming on the Smarter Noise app, and be able to measure the minimum, maximum, and dB throughout the sound level. So let's get it. Starting off with one turn. Now for a rock type beat to get some more mids. And last up, we're going to do a distortion test. So we're at 1.5 turns of the volume knob right now. We're going to crank it up to probably a quarter at a time, 1 3/4, 2. It's probably going to start blowing out at 2 though.
I'm going to go. I'm dying.
All right. I'm baking in here, but I was kind of surprised. We made it past 2 turns, started to get a little uncomfortable there, and things were starting to crackle. Excited to see how this compares to the Bavsound Stage 1 and Ghost subwoofers, so let's see that now. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was nuts. Let me open the windows, get a little air in here. Oh my god. That was nuts. I don't know if this microphone and this app max out at 110 decibels, but we hit at least 110 decibels. Maybe 115. It didn't go above 110.0, so I have a feeling it probably maxes out there. But we definitely blew the Harman Kardons out of the water. When you get to those higher ranges, those extra 7, 8, 9, 10 decibels make a huge difference. The sound experience in this car now is absolutely bonkers. And similar to what I said in the Ghost subwoofer installation where you guys saw my actual first listen to the Bavsound system, I was blown away then, but I hadn't turned up the volume this much. Even turning up the volume that much to 2.5 turns of the volume knob, it wasn't obnoxious. It wasn't super distorted. It was beginning to get distorted at 2.5 turns, but still pretty clear sound, very crisp. And the biggest word of all, and I don't know how to better describe it other than it's powerful. It's really powerful. You can feel it in your chest. You can really feel the music, and it's not like loud in your face, not like a concert speaker kind of just blasts sound at you. This is a really fully encapsulating sound experience, and I don't know. I've listened to them a fair amount at this point, and I think the difference is night and day. So I've never really been a huge believer in premium sound systems. I've always kind of gone for the most cost-effective option. I've always gone for what has the best features for me, whether that's being waterproof, shock resistant, a built-in Alexa, or something like that. Not to get too off topic, but I've always jumped at Logitech UE booms and UE mega booms for my portable speakers because it's a cost-effective option. I'm not saying that the Bavsound system is outrageously priced, but it's kind of your premium BMW sound system. And I've never really valued the sound system in my F30. I've always listened to the exhaust. I will say after 10 years of this car existing, the sound system that came in it has greatly deteriorated. There is a lot of rattle, a lot of raspiness, and it just wasn't as crispy and clear as I would have liked. So I didn't really use the speakers much. But I think having this Bavsound system in my car, I'm going to be listening to music a lot more. The sound experience is absolutely insane. I wish I had better words to describe it. My words of advice would be to try to find someone in your area, maybe a friend or a fellow enthusiast has the Bavsound system installed. If you know of anyone who does, definitely give it a listen. And for whatever reason that you may be skeptical, Bavsound does have a guarantee on their speakers. If you're not happy with them after installing them and the sound quality isn't where you wanted it to be, you're completely entitled to returning the speakers for a full refund. Don't take my word for it, but they may even cover return shipping. So there's really no risk if you're skeptical, but once you hear these speakers for yourself, you'll know for sure that the Bavsound system is totally worth it. I don't know off the top of my head the original decibel levels of the Harman Kardon system, but I'm pretty sure we beat it just now. I know for a fact we didn't hit 110 decibels in our first test. That was absolutely nuts, and it was even more impressive that the sound didn't get distorted at that level. It's not like I'm going to be driving around blasting my speakers at 110 decibels, but it's nice to know that there's no distortion at high volume levels. On top of that, I think the mids, listening to Marauder there, I think the mids were a lot clearer and less muddy, as Evan said in his video, and additionally, the hi-hat punches and the low end bass was really punchy, powerful, and crispy. I don't want to ramble on too much about the sound system and the sound experience. Of course, you're going to have to experience it for yourself, but hopefully this Rode mic did a good job of capturing it. I would like to say once again that the Bavsound unboxing experience and installation experience are very nice. They include everything you need to install it. The Bavsound toolkit is really sweet. I've actually used it for a number of projects on the Beamer and the Jeep because it includes some tools to get into tight places, which makes things a lot easier. But as far as I know of, this is one of very few actual plug-and-play kits. There's no soldering, crimping, cutting of wires required. You literally just unbolt your old speakers, unplug them, plug the new ones in, bolt them in, and you're good to go. Bavsound also just released an upgraded amp for this car, so I am looking to bring you guys that content soon so we can get a comparison of the stock amp versus the new amp. Maybe do the same test again with the Rode and we'll see if there's any difference in sound level. I would expect a noticeable sound quality increase. But overall, I couldn't be happier with the Bavsound kit. I hope you guys found this video helpful in comparing the Harman Kardon to the Bavsound. That's gonna wrap up this video. As always, if you have any questions at all, leave them down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on JD Cars.